What's up, guys? We're going to continue here on Chapter 4, Section 6 with the second part of this one where we've been talking about formalizing functions. So here's one of the big focuses for today, finding the range of a function. It says the domain of this function, f of x equals negative 1.5x plus 4, is 1, 2, 3, and 4. What is the range? The range, remember, is going to be all of the y values. The domain is the x values. The range is the y values. So in other words, we are finding all of the y values for this. So I have my x values, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then here I would have these values times this, so I'd have negative 1.5 plus 4. And then this is going to give me my y values. So what I could write here is negative 1.5x plus 4. We kind of create this table to write, we create this table to write out the different y values just so that our answer is organized. It's not an absolute necessity, but I think it certainly looks better. So there we go. We get 2.5. And then we go through this whole thing and we do this with all of these values. So negative 3 plus 4 is 1. So basically, when you are being asked to find the range, you're being asked to find all of the y values. And if you recall on that last slide, or the last presentation, that domain is always x, range is always y, and that's in alphabetical order. That's how I always remember those. So there is the range of this particular function. Not too bad. All right, here's one for you to try. So the answer will be up in 3, 2, 1. There you go. There is my range values right there. Hopefully you got something that is the same. All right, so I think that I could leave teaching. I've been bouncing this around in my mind a little bit, but I'm like, what on earth would I do? Well, I think I see what I could do. I think I want a job cleaning mirrors. It's just something I could really see myself doing. I'll leave you on that one for a minute. All right, identifying a reasonable domain and range. You have 3 quarts of paint to paint the trim in your house. A quart of paint covers 100 feet square. The function a of q equals 100q represents the area a of q in square feet that q quarts of paint covers. What domain and range are reasonable for the function? What is the graph of the function? Okay, so the first thing to think about is reasonable amounts of paint. Okay, so I can't use negative paint. I have 3 quarts of paint. I can't use negative paint. So a domain that's going to make sense for that is I could use 0 quarts of paint. I could use maybe 1 quart, I could use 2 quarts, I could use up to 3. There's nothing that's going to be above that. So I would say that is a reasonable domain, 0, 1, 2, and 3, and anywhere in between there. And then I want to know, well, if I'm going to write a domain, the way I find the range is by substituting or evaluating for all of these. So if I use 0 quarts of paint, how much area have I painted? Well, 0. If I use 1 quart, it's 100. If I use 2 quarts, it's 200. 3 quarts would be 300. So this looks like it's a real complicated, wordy problem, but it's really pretty simple. Here's my domain right here, the quarts of paint I could use. I can't use more than 3 because that's all I have. Here's the area that I could cover with that. And then it says, what is a graph of the function? Well, your graphs can look very, different than this, but this is just the way I do it. I have 0, and then 1, and 2, and 3. There are my quarts of paint. And then here for the area, I'm going up by 100, so let's just make this go up by hundreds. So at 0, I'm here. 1 goes here. 2 goes out there. And 3 is here. And then I would connect those dots because this is a continuous thing. I don't have to use exactly 1 quart of paint. I could use 1.5 or something like that. So there is a reasonable graph right there of the paint usage. Here's one for you to try. Go ahead and pause and give this one a go. And the answer will be up in 3, 2, 1. All right, there you go. There is the domain and then a range. Those are all reasonable. You can't have more than 4 rolls of ribbon. That's all she has. And then here is the graph. That's it for today. Very, very short. I will see you in class, and have a good evening.